Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for Man City vs Brighton in the Premier League. That's right, the league is back and City are in much need of a win, so make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. And as always, let's jump into it. So the Premier League is back, like I said, and we've got a really tough game. In fact, we've got a tough run of fixtures coming up. But Brighton are the first opponents, and yeah, I mean, look, we're desperately in need of a win. We've had some shocking performances in the last month or so. And I think some players owe us some big performances as well, because we've been let down in the last couple of months by a few players. And it's time for them to step up in this one, because not winning this game, even drawing it, would be an absolute disaster. Due to the fact that the high standards we've set ourselves in the last few seasons means that we're going to be way off the pace if we don't win this match. So yeah, we do need to come out, and especially after a defeat against Arsenal, we can't let them get another 3 points ahead of us. So it's a big game. Now, as for who starts in it and who Pep plays, I have no idea, because like I said, some players are not performing. In fact, you could probably state most of them are not playing as well as they can be, or as well as they should be. Yes, we've had injuries, but that shouldn't be an excuse. The players that come in, they should be able to handle it fine. But quite frankly, I'm a little bit disappointed. You don't even have to look at the stats for it. You just do the eyeball test and you can tell players are just not performing right now. That being said, I mean, look, Ederson in goal, obviously, but in defence, I thought against Arsenal they did pretty well before that started. And I think whoever you rotate, I mean, Ake put the ball in his own net against Arsenal, and it was tough. Diaz put the ball in his own net against Wolves. It's one of those things, isn't it? But Diaz, he's a must start for me every single time. You put Kanji in there, you put Stones in there, you put Walker, Ake, they should be able to handle it. Yes, we lack pace, which is how we're getting hurt most of the time, because we have been vulnerable in counter-attacks. And the one thing about Brighton that you would say is that they score goals. They're really good in possession and they're really good at counter-attacks. There's not really much they're bad at, Brighton. They can hurt you from so many different angles, from different ways, and the team have to be on the ball. Now, the good news is I think Matone plays on the left-hand side, so Walker should be able to handle him fine. On the other side, I mean, I don't really mind you putting Guardiola or Ake. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be a tough game for whoever goes there. But the defence have to stand up strong in this game. Like I said, we're getting hurt on the counter-attack most of the time. And Brighton will hurt you from there, because you look at their last few games, yes, they've not won, I think, in the last 4 games. But they do score goals. They scored 2 against Liverpool in the last game. They scored 2 goals in the game before that. I think they got beat 6-1 in the game before that one. There was a 3-2 in there as well, I think, somewhere. They will score 2 and 3 goals every single game if you give them the opportunities. And they don't need many. They just need a few. So we do need to cut them out. And that means the team, for me, personally, I wouldn't let the defence push so high up to the halfway line. I know that's what Pep's going to want to do. He's going to want to stop them playing the possession game. He's going to want to strangle them, keep them away from the ball. But I think that might be a mistake against Brighton. I think you just sit back a little bit. You let them have their possession rather than hit you on the break. And I think we capitalise on any mistakes, any heavy touches they make in our half. I think that's how we play this game defensively. In midfield, big performances are needed, because boy, oh boy, do we need a big performance from our midfield. That means when Rodri comes in, he has to perform. He let us down massively getting sent off. And you could tell that we weren't the same team in the Wolves game, the Arsenal game, the Newcastle game as well. We are owed massively from him. So I'm expecting a big, big game from him. And he did well in Germany when we played Red Bull Leipzig. So yeah, big game from him. In the middle, Pep's probably going to play Kovacic, and he's probably going to play Alvarez in there as well. But I've said so many times, I put Foden in the middle. I think Foden's great on the right-hand side. Then last season, you can argue that our best front three is probably Grealish on the left, Foden on the right, Haaland in the middle. But that's when we had De Bruyne in the middle behind them. So I'd put Gundogan in there as well, but I'd put Kovacic, Rodri, and I'd put Foden in the middle as well. And on the right-hand side, I'd move Alvarez on there. Now, you could argue that Alvarez is probably a waste on the right-hand side, because he does get in good positions. Creatively, he's not that bad. He does set up a few goals. He creates some key chances. And of course, he's been banging in goals as well, because without him, I don't know where we'd be this season. We'd be in trouble if it wasn't for him. He's got some crucial goals at crucial moments for us. But I would put him on the right-hand side. I know he lacks the pace, and pressing-wise, I don't think he's as good as Foden. But I'll put Foden in the middle, because he can change the game, Foden. The way He can move on the half turn. The way he runs with the ball, he keeps hold of it really well. He's very nice and direct. That's what I like about him. There's no messing about with Foden. I'd put him in the middle and just let him run at that defense constantly with the ball, because he's got energy for the full 90 minutes, Phil. So give him the ball, let him do his work. And of course, the other side, Grealish on the left, I'd put him up there, and I'd put Haaland in the middle. Now again, we're all a big performance from Haaland as well, because I was going to do a video in the week about how Haaland, if he's not scoring goals, he's not really doing anything for us. But I put that one off because I want to see how he does in the next couple of games. There's no getting around it though. When he doesn't score, he's not doing anything for us. I'm not going to call him useless, but he's not doing anything for us up there. You know, his ball retention's pretty poor. He can't hold up the ball that much. I do like his pressing. I do like his desire and his determination and his passion. He's got all of that in abundance, but he can't run with the ball. You know, you don't even see him take long shots at City. You just want to see him. He just wants to hang on the back post all the time. But against, like in Dortmund and everything, he could open up his legs because we were playing counter attack, and he could just, run onto the ball. He had lots of space to run into. He doesn't get that here because we play possession and everyone lets us have possession. He's not really affecting the game like he was doing at his previous teams. And that's hurting us. Him not scoring goals is massively impacting us as well, and impacting our performances, because we're relying on him so much at the moment for goals, because they're not coming from anywhere else apart from Alvarez. So, yeah, he needs to do something this game. We need to get him into the game more. And part of it is our own fault, because the midfielder not giving the ball. He hasn't got De Bruyne and Gundogan behind him, setting him up all the time. He's got Kovacic who wants to hold on the ball and give the ball out wide. And then he's got Alvarez who will take a long shot himself, or, he's not as, well, it's not De Bruyne. He's good, but he's not De Bruyne. So look, we need a big performance from him as well. And obviously Grealish on the left-hand side. The reason I play Grealish and I wouldn't play Doku is because, well, Doku is, he's good, he's quick and everything. And I think there are opportunities for us to counter against Brighton, because, like I said, they're going to try and play possession football at times. They are going to push up to the halfway line themselves. So there will be opportunities for us to counter. I don't think he works that hard defensively. I don't think he's got it in him to go box to box, but Jack does. Jack's got that in him, of him being back, and he will win a lot of free kicks, Jack, as well. We're a much better possession-based team with Jack in it, because he holds the ball so well compared to the other front three. So I'd definitely put Jack on there. And that'd be my first 11. Like I said, I haven't really named the defence, but I don't think it matters who you put on the left-hand side. I think as long as you got Diaz in there, you got Walker in there, the others are interchangeable. So yeah, big performance needed. And honestly, if we don't win this game, we are in big trouble before Christmas. So we do need a big performance here, because we're going to Old Trafford soon as well. I think we've got Liverpool coming up. These next 2 months are big for us. So we need to start off well after this international break. And the way we ended the last one, wow. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. That's it. That's the match preview. Thanks for watching. As always, now the match reaction will come a little bit later, and the player ratings as well, because I am out for a birthday. Not my birthday, but I'm out for a birthday, so I won't be here tomorrow evening after the game. I'm going to the match, and then I won't be getting back till very, very late. So the match reaction might come on Sunday, or really, yeah, probably Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button. It really helps. Honestly, just hit like. Even if you don't hit subscribe, just hit like. It massively helps. And as always, thank you. Bye-bye.